The 2024 Big Ten Cross Country Championships will take place on Friday in Champaign, Illinois. The Wisconsin men's cross country team enters this weekend ranked number 9 in the latest national coaches poll and have won the last 6 Big Ten titles. The UW women enter this weekend ranked number 11. Wisconsin Director of Track and Field and Cross Country Mick Byrne is here, and we'll take an opening statement from Coach.
You know, we always talk about Big Ten week. Has a different feel this year, obviously with the 4 West Coast schools coming into town. But for us, I think, we're excited about heading down to Champaign, coming off 2 pretty good meets on both sides. Women had a great nutty comb and also pre-nats. The men had a great race down in Loyola and also at pre-nats. So momentum's on our side. This is what we always talk about in terms of training. We train for Big Tens and beyond. So really looking forward to it. It's what gets the kids excited and also the coaches. So can't wait to get down to Illinois, get on the course, and get in that mentality ready for the race.
Coach, Bob Liking enters this weekend, having won the last 3 Big Ten titles. He looks to become only the 4th athlete in Big Ten history on the men's side to win 4. I mean, what can you say about Bob Liking and what his legacy has been here at Wisconsin?
Yeah, sure. I mean, Bob's our team leader. He's the guy that the rest of the guys look up to. Had a super run a couple of weeks ago at pre-nats. He wanted to have a real good shot at the try to win that race. We kind of held him back a little bit, and that's because we know what's coming this Friday and regionals and nationals. So, Bob's a great athlete. Wanted to mix it up with the big boys at pre-nats, but he gets it. He understands, the big picture, and he's always been that big picture guy. He's the fastest 5K guy going into the race, but we're not running 5K. We're running 8K. This race is real important to him. To be named in the same company as the 3 or 4 guys that have won this championship 4 times, that's special territory for sure. But don't want to put too much pressure on Bob. He knows what's at stake. He knows that the most important part of Friday is us defending our team title. He's all in on that. He'll do whatever it takes to be our low stick. And, there are some great individuals in this race. It's a very difficult race to win. Last year, Bob and Jackson Sharp went at it. So, he's got some teammates that are also looking to do well as individuals. And, of course, there's a few spoilers from the West Coast that are coming into the conference that'll be trying to mix it up.
Yeah, Mick, you mentioned the conference realignment. Obviously, this is the first year. Can you talk a little bit about these new 4 teams and their impact in the cross-country landscape?
Yeah, in our sport, obviously in distance running, University of Washington and Oregon with their incredible history. We've seen Washington. They were here, had a great run at Nutty Comb. They've been pretty much silent since. We know their lineup. Oregon, Coach Schumacher, obviously, who was here for many years, won Big Ten titles here, is kind of keeping things close to his chest. But we do know their lineup. But we expect both of those schools to come in, firing on all cylinders and trying to take that title away from us. UCLA, pretty good, much better on the track, and I would say the same for USC, much stronger as a track team. But the big competition, I think, this weekend is going to come from Oregon and Washington, and then a couple of the traditional Big Ten schools, Michigan State.
Coach, just looking a little beyond Big Tens, you guys are set to host the national championships here in under a month from now. What does that speak to the program's stature in cross country to just host another national championship in a little under 7 years?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a bidding process. You have to put in a bid. I know for a fact that the NC2A, the cross-country committee, were very happy with the production we put on in 2018. From simple things. The course was in. Obviously, we couldn't control that. It's a great course. That's why so many schools come here. Unfortunately, in 18, we got snow. Hopefully, in 2024, we get snow also, and it's freezing cold. But there are elements that we can't control. What we do control is we put on a great meet. Restaurants, you don't have any issues feeding your kids. Hotels, plenty of hotels. And of course, we have this incredible fan base, where cross country is very important to our fan base. And there'll be in excess of 10,000 people will come to this. They're already talking about it. We'll put on a great show. Hopefully, both teams will be there. That's the plan. And they'll have a lot to cheer about.
In your line of work, how much, I guess you're talking about coaches holding things close to the vest, how much deception in lineups is there out there when you lead up into conference and beyond? And is that a thing that's you just kind of have to play with and understand that that's part of the business? Yeah,
absolutely. Everyone here knows that we didn't run at the Nuttycombe meet. There's a reason for that. We had the season planned out. I think we proved at pre-nationals that we knew what we were doing. We're pretty young. We have 2 or 3 redshirt freshmen who are very good, and we'll see that on Friday. We held 1 or 2 guys out from pre-nats, but for the most part, that was our A squad. But there is those games. We have not seen Coach Schumacher at Oregon put out his A team yet. We know who they are, just like they know who we are. So there is a little game playing, but at the end of the day, bar 1 or 2 athletes, everybody gets to run 12 on Friday, 5 score. We basically know who Washington's going to put out there. We know who Oregon's going to put out there. We may be off 1 or 2, and they'll be the same with us. And the same with Michigan, Michigan State, all the traditional Big Ten schools. We know those teams very well. So, we're at the time of year where there's no more playing games. You have to start running your top kids. If you don't, you'll fall short because we only have 2 weeks before we move up to 10K for regionals, and then another 8 days later is the NC2A. So it's the time of year that we train for. We keep talking about that. It's the part of the year that we get very excited about, the kids, the coaches, and it's the same no matter what school you're at. So the game playing is over. Everybody's going to put it on the table on Friday. It is a championship meet, completely different than pre-nationals. We obviously got 20 of the top 30 teams here. This is a completely different beast. You won't have a lot of that front running by some of the Kenyan athletes. The teams, much deeper teams. In this meet on Friday, you know exactly who your competition is. You know everyone from, you're going to be, everybody's breathing down each other's neck. Hopefully a little jostling, a little fun. And it's just different.
On the women's side, a lot of your talent, they've had a really good season, obviously. A lot of your talent is very homegrown. Could you elaborate more on just the team in general and their approach here to the postseason?
Yeah, which is completely different than on the guys' side. Just going down through the roster today because we had to declare our roster this morning and kind of looking at it and saying, wow, we've got 10 of the 12 women that are going to the line on Friday are from Wisconsin. We're proud of that. Certainly on our top 5 or 6, we expect Shea Rooley, Middleton High School, Lee and I is just up the street in Homestead. Lindsay Cunningham, Wisconsin Dells High School. Carlin Schultz, Augusta High School from just outside Eau Claire. Annika Cuthford, who had a fantastic run after falling at pre-nats. She was our third, fourth scorer from Madison Memorial High School. And just go on down through the Bella Jacobson, Menominee. We have one New Yorker, Yankee fan, Fiona McLaughlin. Maya Bunkies from Slinger, and Kylie Finger from Economawalk. That's something we're very proud of. This coming weekend, we have the Wisconsin State meet, and we'll be out there watching the best of the best in the state compete for the Wisconsin High School State Championship.
Anything else for Coach? Thank you.
Thank you.